Minshew steps up, in trouble, hit hard, lost the football. Merciless has it, and Eifert smacks him down. Ball came out again after the hit by Eifert. Merciless lost it. Houston says they still have it. No signal yet. Jacob Martin forced the fumble, and it is Houston football.
J.J. Watt coming on, the ball is loose. Still rolling. And let's see who covered it. The Houston Texans did. McNichols starts this series in the backfield. Tannehill looking deep down the middle of the field. It is intercepted. Bradley Roby.
He missed their last game, was on the COVID list. Hoping to get his offense going, as Adam just pointed out. Luton pass, and that one is picked. And there's the first big mistake that the rookie has made in this game. That's Vernon Hargreaves, and he's got some green grass in front of him. Hargreaves getting some blockers, and finally tackled by Big Cam Robinson.
Had just 185 yards against Carolina. They put up 7. Oh, it's J.J. who pulls it down and takes it home.
It makes it tough to find those windows.
Lawrence on 2nd and 13. Breaks a tackle, throwing on the run, and overthrew it and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed, and Reed brings it back inside the 50-yard line. Lawrence on 2nd and 9 at his goal line, and throwing and intercepted again at the 25-yard line. That's Hargreaves. Hargreaves to the 10. Dodgers outside and is knocked out of bounds at about the 7-yard line.
Just an overall sloppy performance from this offense.
On 2nd and 1, that pass is intercepted right in the middle of the field. 3rd and 13, they need the 32-yard line for a first down. Mayfield over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off in midfield by Justin Reed. Reed back to midfield and into Cleveland territory.
Buffalo looking to send an early message here with the 6 offensive linemen in the game. Play action with Singletary. And it's intercepted. The first pass of the game is picked. Lonnie Johnson, the starting safety, and he will return it inside the Buffalo 15.
I am not sure what Josh Allen.
No gain on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Jones to the air, over the middle, and it is intercepted. Did Lonnie Johnson make the catch? He did.
2 good football teams here in this division.
On 2nd and 12, that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Lonnie Johnson. Johnson slips down at the 45, but that ball will go over to the Houston Texans.
Comfortable with Tua as their franchise quarterback going forward. Brissett gets away, heaves it downfield, and that's intercepted at the 30-yard line. It hung in the air before Eric Murray got to it. Time for Brissett in the air and intercepted. It's a Texans takeaway. Malik Collins on another deflection. After a 5-yard loss. Look out, ball's out. It's a fumble. And it is ruled recovery, Texans.
He was able to catch the football when he was with the Patriots.
10 touchdown receptions.
3rd and 6. Tannehill intercepted. Picked off by Grugier Hill. Headed steam for the linebacker. Tannehill chasing. Grugier Hill inside the 20 and dragged down around the 5. Second, no huddle for Tennessee. They try to keep it rolling. Tannehill, and it is intercepted. Desmond King with the pick. That's his first interception in 3 years. They have to get to the 39 for a first down. Tannehill is intercepted. It's Desmond King again.
interception in the last 3 years. For 3rd and 4. Tannehill throws, and it's intercepted! Terrence Mitchell! That's the 4th interception today by Tannehill. And Mitchell is cut from behind by Hilliard. Ryan Tannehill's got his face in the ground. He can't believe it. That's the first 4-interception game of Tannehill's career.
Never have to leave the game. Loss of 9. We thank Gene for checking in with us again. All over it as he usually is. Wilson, the little shovel. What's the ruling here? Javier Thomas.
16-yard pickup for Jason Moore. 1st down and 10 from the 39. Play fake. Herbert setting up to go deep. He's got Palmer down there, and it's picked off. Intercepted by Jonathan Owens. His first career interception. It's their championship today. Up by 11, 1:59 to go. Herbert looking for Cook. Intercepted. Thomas on the return. Down the sideline. Good night.
From the 45. Lance. Lots of time. Throwing and intercepted. Picked off at the 35-yard line by Desmond King, who's coming back on the sideline. 180! What is that?
That's Hines in motion off the play fake. Ryan has it intercepted. Jerry Hughes picked it right out of the air with one hand and curled it across the 40-yard line.
Ebner, the running back, on 2nd and 11. Fields fires over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Petrie, who lost the football but picks it back up. First career interception for the rookie out of Baylor. 3rd and 6 to start the quarter. Fields deep over the middle looking for Mooney. Intercepted by Petrie, his 2nd of the day. Petrie on the return and down at the 39-yard line.
Get all the way, get protection, time enough for those receivers to get in the end zone.
Lawrence looking for some late game magic. Will he even get it off? Lawrence running for some open space. Puts his back into it. Wobbling pass, and it is picked. Intercepted by Desmond King. He'll run out of bounds, and the Houston Texans come to Jacksonville and continue their mastery over the Jaguars.
New set of downs for the Titans. Willis to throw. Over the middle, intercepted. Picked off in the middle of the field by Steven Nelson. Nelson with blocking in front of him. And out of bounds. In the red zone. And the turnover has set up the Houston Texans.
How about the speed across the middle?
Hurts this time loses the ball. And the Texans, Steven Nelson coming in, and Houston with the turnover.
Watson faking to Chubb. To the end zone, it's picked off. Petrie. Jalen Petrie looking for a seam. He's up to the 25. 29 on the return.
Like $100 million a year.
You could try living on that. Deflected, and it's intercepted. Tremon Smith off the deflection with the pick, and Zeke runs him out of bounds.
Tennessee looking for a Christmas miracle. Willis winds up, throws it down the field, into the end zone, intercepted. Petrie goes down, and the Texans have their 2nd win of the year. They stop a 9-game losing streak. 2nd and 5. Lawrence looking deep, and that one is intercepted. Picked off by Desmond King. And he's tackled by Evan Ingram. So Trevor Lawrence with an interception, just his 8th of the year. 3rd down and 5 for Beathard and the Jaguars.
over the middle, and it is intercepted. That is Petrie. Shatley makes the tackle, but for Jalen Petrie, that's his 5th interception of the season.
Ehlinger from the gun as they play down 3 points. Ehlinger, boy, trying to somehow escape. That pass is picked off. Intercepted. Jonathan Grenard in for the pick 6. Wow. He hasn't even begun to tap into his potential. 3rd and 9. Again, Ehlinger feels the pressure at his feet. Just barely gets it off, and it's picked off. Never got it out cleanly. This is Kirksey on the pick.
And he's trying to have a breakout year this year.
Yeah, Bateman missing 12 games last year, including the wild card with that Liz Frank foot injury. He's back healthy. Jackson again under pressure. Was it picked? Yes, it was. Steven Nelson.
2 of 8 so far today. And that is intercepted at midfield. Blake Cashman diving for the takeaway. That's 2 takeaways today.
What a season he had last year. 9 sacks, most in almost 10 years. Pickett's going to take a chance. Deep up the seam, and it is picked. Intercepted by Nelson. The former Steeler looking for some daylight. Back inside Steelers territory. And the first big defensive play for the Texans.
4th down. Carr unloads. Nelson out of bounds. Texans take over on downs.
To come down, try and block, and he couldn't get there in time. Excellent job by Mixon.
1st and 10. Little high. Oh, it's picked off. Intercepted on the play by Houston Person. Springs back up, then brought down on the play by Volson.
Hey, Gene, I know they're getting back to action here. Was the hesitation because they're checking with New York about an ejection?
Here comes Burrow. He's chased by
possibly
Grenard.
been that, Trent, yes.
Oh, it's intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone by Griffin.
1st down for the 25. 4-point lead. Tony Jones in the backfield for the Cardinals off the play fake. Murray has time. He's looking long again. He's looking for Hollywood Brown, and it is intercepted. Derek Stingley making his mark.
He's a great teammate. He's a great friend of mine, and I'm happy to see him back playing football and playing well.
Stingley with the interception. Now it looked like the Jacksonville receiver was held, and there was no penalty.
Yeah.
But right now, Stingley has an interception, and there's no flags down.
Oh, Jeff Monken, head coach at Army. That's my guy.
There you go. On 1st down from the 20. And that one intercepted. Wilson turns it over. Stingley, 3 straight games with a pick. Motion man Sutton. Get the snap off Wilson. Step and throw. Intercepted. Sutton, the intended receiver. And it's Stingley for the 2nd time today. Wilson in trouble. Avoids it. Rifles. Intercepted. Jimmy Ward in the end zone. Game over. Houston wins it.
By the quarterback, and then Okonkwo to finish it off.
On 2nd and 9, play action from Levis. Throws across his body, slings one far side, and was that picked? Yes, it was. Steven Nelson.
Down so many edge rushers, can Jerry Hughes make the play off the edge for him, the wily veteran?
Flacco. Throw it up there, and it's intercepted. Houston Carson steps in for the pick. So the Browns going for it. 5 seconds left. Flacco floats it. End zone. Intercepted. And that'll end the half. Stingley's got another.
He is playing today because of injury. And Levis is hammered. The ball's out. Titans, Sheldon Rankins will get a Texan touchdown. Jerry Hughes knocked it loose from the Titans quarterback, and Rankins ran it in.
Flacco. Pressure comes, gets rid of it. It's picked off. Steven Nelson takes it away, and he's looking to go the other way. Nelson has a convoy down the sideline. Touchdown. They run it. Flacco dials it up. Picked off again. Christian Harris is going to go. Back-to-back pick sixes. Houston, you have no problem with this defense.
Make it 2nd and 12. 11th play of the drive for the Colts. Richardson fires, and it's intercepted. Picked off on the play by Kalen Bullock, the rookie third-round pick out of USC.
Bringing extra people here. Williams put it up top for Moore. Goes up. It's intercepted. Underneath, it was Stingley with the interception. Derek Stingley Jr. Loss of 5. Bears have had long down and distance in this second half. And it's almost going to get longer. Williams got away from Hunter somehow. Fires downfield. It's intercepted by Lassiter. Stays in bounds, and Kamari Lassiter takes it away.
Made of the air. Time. And intercepted. It's picked off on the play by Bullock. Kalen Bullock. A second interception for this young player, a rookie out of SC. And finally brought down by May. It's a 2nd down and 9. Look out, here they come. Hunter knocked it away and vacuumed in by Edwards. Turnover.
Well, he's slow. He's down right now.
1st and 10. Oh, that was deflected. And it's in the air. They say they've gotten it on the ricochet.
Zach Tom back in at right. Tackle. 3rd and 3. Pass. A bit forced and picked on the deflection and open lanes, but one player, Love, cuts it off to allow his teammates to catch up on him. Hewitt with the interception. It was tipped by Petrie, and the Texans come up with a gigantic takeaway in the game's first 2 minutes.
Waiting 4 years, being developed, that's helped.
Here he is, way down the field. Look out, he's picked. Picked at the 45 by Kalen Bullock, the rookie from USC, who already has his 3rd interception of his rookie season.
I mean, given the circumstance, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a designed run for the quarterback, but an incompletion hurts you.
Picked off! Petrie at the 10! Petrie cuts it back! And he is stopped right there, and what a disaster for the Colts late in the first half. Jets did complete a Hail Mary against the Bills a couple of weeks ago. Colts trying to do the same against the Texans. Richardson buying time for his receivers to get down there. He's in trouble, and Richardson trying to stay alive. Laterals to Braden Smith, scooped up by Autry. Ball is still loose. Will Anderson has it. He is down, and the game is over.
Jameer Gibbs the back, 2nd and 11. It's deflected towards Gibbs, and it's intercepted. Off the deflection, Jimmy Ward has it for Houston. It was deflected by Jalen Petrie. So it gives him 1st and 10 at the 35. And there is the play action. Goff pressured out to move. That ball got hit, knocked out. It is free, and it's in the hands of the Texans. Never hit the ground, so it is an interception, and Houston comes away with it. 3+. Someone out there and around Goff will go left to load up and throw right and throw it downfield, and it is intercepted. It's 3 Goff interceptions here in this first half. And a number 0 back after missing the last 3 games. Loss of a yard from Montgomery. To the 20, Goff shot to the end zone, intercepted. He tried to get it to Laporta. Lassiter has back-to-back picks. His dad had not just Penny, but his brothers involved in so many different things. Goff going to take another deep shot for Jameson Williams. That's going to be intercepted. That is 5 interceptions for Goff in 30
36+ minutes.
Blitz off the edge. Cowboys pick it up. Pass is picked. Intercepted by Stingley. And out of bounds.
And again, Petry's out with that shoulder injury sustained in the first half. Levis has it intercepted. Jimmy Ward. He could go the whole way. He's got Levis to beat. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texans. The game has flipped.
They need to finish on 3rd and 10 here with a first down. Lawrence will go deep. He's got Thomas out there, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley with the pick. His 3rd of the year. And Stingley all the way back to the Jacksonville 43-yard line.
You could see as Gene pointed out, the weight landing on the back of his legs.
3rd and 5, messy pocket, look out! Anderson knocked it away. That ball is alive! And it's recovered by Settle. Fumble by Tua.
Short game against Baltimore on Christmas Day, on Wednesday.
2nd and 6, Eichenberger block, and it's picked off on the play. Grabbed right there by Bullock. He is flying. I don't know if they're going to get him. Here comes Achane. There goes Bullock to the 5. Houston will win a 2nd consecutive AFC South title. Miami needs to win and get help. Here's a long pass, looking for Hill, and it's picked off. It's intercepted. Stingley's done it again. Stingley has done it again.
So the Chargers take over. 11:39 to go in this first half. Out of the pocket. Herbert dials it up across his body, and that one's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. Herbert, pump, throw, intercepted. Eric Murray, pick 6. Touchdown, Texans. Chargers moving quickly, sidearm, intercepted off the deflection by Stingley. Stingley down the sideline. Tackled inside the 15.
Said his parents make every game. How proud are they right now?
Herbert, deep shot, picked off. 4th of the day for Houston. Derek Stingley, his 2nd.
On 3rd and 10, Lawrence protected. Lawrence picked. Jalen Petry.
Moving closer to midfield. Empty set, finds another seam, and off the ricochet, it's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr., and the Texans get the takeaway.
Can they get Derrick Henry going on this drive? Play action, rush, safety valve is Henry, and it's intercepted. The anticipation of Petry. Turnover. Henry the intended target, and Petry jumps the route.
Because he eliminates any mistakes the offense makes.
Off the play fake. And that ball's up in the air and taken away by Petry. Jalen Petry has done it again. The bobble by Andrews. And Petry pounces on it. That was his longest run of the day, 7 yards. Rush, deep ball, well played by Lassiter. Another interception for this Houston defense, the 3rd of the day.
Talked about that elite matchup, corner and running back, as Kupp takes the handoff, looks to throw, and it's intercepted. He overshot Jackson Smith-Njigba, and Kalen Bullock makes the pick. That's the play Houston needed to try to get a spark here and stop the bleeding.
It absolutely is. They have just got to find a way to get off the field.
It's been hard for this pass rush to get at Darnold. This time he's got plenty of time, runs out of it, loses the ball. It's a scramble, and it's recovered in the end zone. Touchdown, Texans on the takeaway. It's Will Anderson.
My goodness, that might have just turned this game on a dime. As protection, zips it down the middle and intercepted. Derek Stingley Jr. with the pick. Houston has a 4th takeaway tonight. Flags as he shoved out of bounds.
Everybody set. 4-man pressure. Jones down the sideline for the end zone. Leaping interception by Kamari Lassiter. 2nd and 7 with Franklin in motion. Knicks backside pressure from Hunter down the sideline, and it's intercepted. Kalen Bullock with the pick for Houston.
They're at the Houston 49. Lawrence will soft toss it, and stepping in front for the pick. Stingley reads it perfectly.
See everybody protecting the perimeter out here.
Lawrence. He's sacked, and it's over. Will Anderson Jr. gets there. The ball pops in the air, and Rankins takes it the distance. What a way to end it. The Texans come from behind.
To the 25-yard line. Allen throws, tip, intercepted. Running it back here. Bullock weaving, darting inside the 10. He's going to go all the way for the touchdown.
It's a simple defense with great effort.
2nd and 9. Mahomes scanning, deflected in the air. Intercepted Jalen Petrie. He'll be marked down right around his own 45, but on the deflection. 2nd and 10. Texans bring 4. Mahomes getting it out. Kelsey couldn't hang on, and Alshire has the interception.
At a point in his career, as he sets to throw, and for the end zone, intercepted. It's Kamari Lassiter.
Some of him, but a lot of the offensive line.
3rd down and 1. Gino is intercepted. It's Derek Stingley on the return. Stingley with a touchdown. The Texans defense strikes again.
60-yard connection. Herbert from the pocket over the middle, up in the air and picked off the hands of Gadsden into Alshire. Oh, what a massive moment that was.
DJ Giddens is now in there in the backfield. Fake it. Leonard. Oh, Leonard loses the ball. Knocked around. Free ball. And the Texans pounce on it at the 1. Turnover, Indianapolis. 3rd down and 6. Leonard steps up. A wobbler is picked off at the 35.
3rd down and 12. Rodgers, time runs out. Ball is out. It's picked up by the Texans and Sheldon Rankins. And he is in for a touchdown.
A lot of networks knocking on his door, that's for sure. And if he wants to continue to coach, if he's let go, there'll be a lot of suitors knocking on his door for that as well.
Here's an interception for good measure. It's picked off by Bullock. And Rodgers is in his way, trying to make the tackle. Can't. And it's a touchdown, Texans. Joins the defense for Houston. He's back near the end zone. It's Hail Mary time out of the right hand of Drake May, and there's a chance in the end zone, and it's picked off by Jamarcus Ingram. 6th tackle for a loss by this Texans defense. Shortest 3rd down they've faced. Anderson knocked it out, and it's recovered by Alshire. Will Anderson Jr. coming off the edge.